Yo, this is your boy Havoc is Omega. Welcome to another episode of the new channel. Well, I changed the name of the channel, and it's now called the Giggity App Life, after my boy Quagmire. But in any case, yo, what's good, people? Today is all about ROADIE. I've been talking to y'all a minute about DoorDash, and I needed to change things up. And besides that, I have been having issues with DoorDash, and I needed a change. I was getting frustrated. I started getting random calls. There's a few different things that started happening that I really wasn't feeling anymore, and I needed to get away from it like a bad relationship. So I took a break, and ever since I took a break, I've been having some weird stuff happening where they've been calling me and asking me questions and things of that nature. And let me tell you something, I'm a real stubborn person, and when I get to a point where I don't feel like speaking, I don't feel like doing, you need to just stay away from me at that point, because all hell gonna break loose after that. So that being said, I'm good now. I'm in a better space. I'm quiet. For those that don't know me, when I get quiet, when I'm working, I'm good. That means I'm focused and I'm rolling, and nothing's gonna stop me at that point. That being said, we're gonna talk about dispatch today. Now, a lot of people have this misconception or this perceived notion that it's like regular food orders where you're kind of close to the location. You kind of get paid for going to the location to pick up and then dropping off. But really, dispatch is like a pick up along your way type of thing. Some jobs might be close enough to you and quick to drop off, and sometimes they may not be. So you have to figure out what's best for you, but don't sit there and act like, oh, this is 5 miles out my way. Yo, if the money for the drop off and what you got to pick up is halfway decent, as long as you're getting at least 50 to 75 cents a mile, take it. Funny thing is, if you were doing DoorDash and you was doing a drive order for a certain amount of money, you'd be all on it. So you have to really weigh your checks and balances when it comes to that to see what is good for you. Also, you want to build up a rapport with customers as well. You really want to know who you're picking up from, as far as like the Home Depots and the things of that nature. And a lot of people will come to recognize you from doing it so often that they'll see you coming in the store and automatically get your order together. That's how great it is. I've been to so many different places, so many different locations, that now they know me, they see me. It's a seamless thing. But what I want to talk about today is your actual drop-offs. Now, I've dropped off packages usually, and everything's hunky-dory, right? I'll go in the joint, I'll pick up something, and I'm going to drop it off to the customer's house. Now, every once in a while, you may have a customer that's elderly, that they may need a little assistance in getting whatever it is inside, and it may be easy for you just to drop it in their front door, so that way they don't have to go into the garage to go get it. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, did you get a tip? Oh, would you get a tip? Look, you gotta take care of the old people, man. That's the only thing I can tell you. As long as they ain't nasty to you or whatever case may be, help the old person out. Because it's funny, everybody's got a mother, everybody's got a father, and everybody's got a grandmother, a grandfather at one time. So sometimes you got to put it forward. But that being said, I had an issue where I dropped off a lot of tile for one person, and they had to end up coming out to help me because their driveway was so far from the front door. There was no way I was taking all of that stuff, from the driveway to their front door. But that being said, I was with ROADIE today. So I'm doing ROADIE. Everything's going well. I get an order for about 15, 16 bucks. Not bad for the distance. But the funny thing is, the location they had for the job said it was in the township I was in. It was nowhere in the township I was in. It wasn't that far away, but it still wasn't in the township, and nor was the drop-off point. The drop-off point was not in the township, but the funny thing is, it said from Trenton to Trenton. That's not where I dropped either off at. That's not where I picked it up at. Now, I think the worst part about that was, well, it was somebody's medication from CVS, right? And it was going to a particular facility. Funny thing was, it was going to a correctional facility. And granted, yeah, you know, somebody's medication, they need that. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. But when I got there to drop it off, they had me waiting downstairs forever. And I'm asking the security guard, the corrections officer, can you sign for this? Can I give this to the actual front desk like it said? Like it said, talk to the front desk. But I guess the medication had to be verified and things like that. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait. So I'm waiting. 10 turned into 20, 20 turned into 30, 30 turned into 40. I was on this job for 40 minutes. And I have to tell you, I'm in my feelings about that. I will send a text and an email to ROADIE, you know, telling them of my distaste for the job and or this particular job. There's no way I'm standing there waiting for medication forever. Like, I mean, waiting for you to come downstairs forever. Like, there needs to be a better process in order to give you what I was supposed to drop off. There's no reason why I should have been standing in the lobby, no place to sit down, no place, nothing to, you know, like I'm stuck. Literally, I was stuck there. You know, that's not fair. I understand ROADIE doesn't pay any extras on top of what they pay you. They don't pay you for wait time. But you know what? There should be some type of stipulation when you're forced, and I mean literally, when you're forced to do something of that nature. If I had known that I had to wait that time, I wouldn't have went. I'm sorry. Like, my break time was, I take a break. I have my break time set up to do my errands, do things I need to do for myself, and to diffuse from all of the nut jobs I'm driving with in the morning. It's my break. And it gives me a chance to come home, relax, get something to eat, and do some chores and some errands, like I said. Now, that being said, I don't really take a lot of days off. So I look forward to that period of sitting down between 2 and 5. And God forbid, hell or high water, you know, I stick to that. People don't understand why. Funny thing is, all of the traffic that I hate the most is between 3 and 5. I do not want to sit behind buses. Hey, I had kids. My kids are grown. I can't deal with it. It's too much for me. At that point, I shut down. And I just want to go home. So, yo, ROADIE, y'all need to fix that. I cannot be waiting. There has to be a contingency plan for what you guys are trying to make us do. You know, it's just so inconvenient to have to sit there. You know, you don't know when these people are coming, and you're just waiting forever. You have no idea. No idea. So, that being said, it was just a quick vid, catch up on things I haven't been on in a while, and I just wanted to get the word out there of you really need to read the information. And even when the information, even when you read it, because you can actually reject the ROADIE after you get it, you know, decline it or whatever after you give it, and it's really no points on you or something like that, or, you know, like DoorDash and Grubhub and all these other apps, there's no penalty. But if you don't see a lot of information, sometimes it's better to just ask. So I would suggest if you get something weird from ROADIE, you go into the contact information and you contact support and you ask them, what's up? And you ask all the questions you need to ask, so that way you're getting your job done. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making that paper and getting your job done. So, with that being said, this is just a shout out just to be like, yo, what's going on, people? I'm back. I'm here. I'm around. I'm ghosting right now for the most part. Ghosting is I'm out there doing some stuff that I can't talk to you about right now. And I will get back to it. But yeah, I'm ghosting right now. I'm doing my thing. So I will give you guys an update later on this week on some other things that I'm doing and more DoorDash, ROADIE, and other apps. So until then, be easy. One.